And now you're Friday. This is a better sweet marvelous food. Just say, me who you mean? Dynamic what Friday. I will share something. And now you're Friday. This is a better sweet marvelous food. Just say, me who you mean? Dynamic what Friday. I will share something. And now you're Friday. This is a better sweet marvelous food. Just say, me who you mean? Dynamic what Friday. I will share something.
Upe yamfo e Ghana pa. A teacher for number 1. A teacher for more bo Ghana papa. Ebucha, especially a year JSS ni SS4 teacher for na chire yade no. Hwe se teacher ni be ko pension. Na na katua 1003, 1005, 2000. Impo wan hwe kura enu. Teacher ni be ko pension. No more the stroke e ko pension. Teacher ni da so eti hwiche mu koyela la su la say yamfa senate ne senate ma no. Ebucha, a teacher for e brewa Ghana.
Teacher for no so watchra de no so ode hwe when ye. Osan say teacher ni wan pre ni ye ma oyedzen. MPP aban wo teachers.
I don't think that anywhere in the world that people go into teaching expecting to become millionaires and make money.
Teacher for no so watchra de no so ode hwe when ye. Osan
and now you're Friday. This is a better sweet marvelous food. Just say, me who you mean? Dynamic what Friday. I will share something.
Good morning. And then Friday. This is a better, sweet, dynamic, wonderful Friday. Welcome. Greetings to everyone, wherever you are watching me from. Greet you in the name of His Imperial Majesty. All right, guys. It is yours truly, Mr. Ogifty. Good morning. You know, Friday, that's how we do it, right? I highlight your comments and I give shout outs. And any question that you feel that you have, bring it on board and we will answer it whilst we talk about whatever we need to talk about. All right? Yes, so those are the rules when it comes to Friday. It is a mashup of everything. This week we've talked about a few things, and I believe if you have missed any of the videos, you can go back and watch them. They are very important videos. Take your time. Don't complain about the length. Just take your time and watch. All right? It is very, very important. It is very, very important. Good morning, Hafso. So, what are we talking about this morning? Friday. It's a Friday vibe. Friday vibes. It is very simple. I just want to put out a little message whilst I answer some of the questions, okay? Oh, another question already. All right. Please, I want to, before I start, let me start. I want to evaluate my transcript. Please, which transcript evaluation service will you recommend to me? I will recommend Spantron. That is, if you are a teacher, what are you using the evaluation for? Are you a nurse? Are you a teacher? Are you a student? Are you going to use it for school applications, or what are you using it for? But on a general, I will advise you to use Spantron. It's a simple company and they do their things quicker. Their prices are not that bad. But if you have any other one that you were asked to use, then you have to use it. Maybe an agency asks you to use a specific agency evaluation company, you can use it. All right. I know those going to Canada were asked specifically to use what? WES. WES. Yes. And those coming to the US, the teaching companies or the teaching organizations will request specifically for Spantron or any of such organizations. Yes. Okay, you are a teacher, you want to use it for the application, then Spantron is okay. Remember, you need to do course by course evaluation. Course by course evaluation. All right? Course by course evaluation. Okay. Don't do teacher evaluation. Don't go and choose teacher evaluation. Don't go and choose general evaluation. No. do course analysis or course by course evaluation. All right, very important. All righty, and make sure you don't ask them to send you a copy. It will cost you more. So when you get to all those stages, do not click on send me a copy, because automatically they will send you a copy by email. So you don't need to ask them to send you a copy, a physical copy. And don't add anything extra. And don't ask them to do the verification themselves with your former school. Tell them that you will let the school send them a copy of your transcript through email. All right? Yes, it's a part of the process, so you can decide to choose. Because the moment you said they should do the evaluation, it's going to cost you extra $150. Yeah. So there's no point. You can go to your school and let them send it directly. All right? You're welcome, Gifty. Emmanuel, good morning. Good morning, Emma. Today, there you catch me. Yeah, these are some of the old members from this platform, which by grace of God, they are teaching in the United States. And it's amazing to have you here, Emma. God bless you for engaging with me. All right, so talking about engaging with me, what I'm talking about, we're talking about classroom engagement, engaging your students in your classroom. Somebody sent me a question the last time, and he was asking that, look, they asked me in my principal interview that, and I wrote a question here. He said, what drives disengagement in your classroom? What drives disengagement in your classroom? Listen to the question very carefully. What drives disengagement in your classroom? You see, this is not a general question. No. It's a personalized question. They are asking you specifically as a teacher. What, in your opinion, drives disengagement in your classroom? So he said he was trying to think of disengagement, and because it's a negative question, in quote, it's a negative question. So they are trying to for you to tell them that whether you are able to manage your class well or not. That is all they are trying to fish out. Yeah, it's a fishing question. They are trying to just poke their nose into your classroom, into your brain, into your understanding of what classroom engagement is. All right? In most schools in America, they will tell you it is bell-to-bell instruction. Bell-to-bell means when the bell goes for the first period and you have the first period, make sure your students are engaged until the bell rings for the end of the period. That is bell-to-bell. All right? So it is very, very important. It is very, very important. Mr. Osei, good morning, Mr. Osei. Yeah, thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Friday is the teacher's holiday, huh? Incoming holiday. But the holidays are short. So what drives, or what do you do to make sure that your students are engaged from bell to bell? So here you have to talk about your teaching skills or your teaching strategies. I keep telling the teachers in the United States and those of you who are yet to come that teaching in America is more of strategy than effort. Teaching in America is more of strategy than what? Effort. Do not, and I repeat, do not bring that mentality of doing too much, struggling through the day. Hey, we see a teacher running here, passing here, doing that. Hey. No. It is not giddy. As we say in our local parlance, it is not. You don't force the thing to come. It must be natural. It must flow out of your belly. It is a strategy. You have to study your students. Alex, good morning. You have to study your students, know them as quickly as possible, then devise a means to engage them. All right? These are students that have all kinds of disabilities, ADHD. I mean, they are hyperactive. They have, some of them are on medications that makes them very hyperactive. So you have to make sure that you know what to do when that student becomes restless in your class. Yes, it doesn't matter the level. Even in the high school, grade 12, I still have students who cannot sit on their bonbon for just 2 minutes. They have to get up. They have to be fidgeting. They have to do something to disrupt others. You know what I mean? So you have to come out with a strategy that will engage such a student. You have to come up with strategies that will engage students that have all kinds of learning disabilities, irrespective of what kind of learning disabilities that they have. Is that okay? It is very important. So when they ask you such a question, what drives disengagement? You yourself, you know, when students are not engaged, they are disengaged. If the students are not doing something, they will do another thing. And we always make this statement on this platform. If you don't manage your class very well, your student will mismanage it for you. Yes. If you don't manage your class very well, your students will mismanage it for you. They are not going to manage the class for you. They will mismanage it for you. It's as simple as ABCD. So what drives disengagement is that when students are distracted, number one, when there is nothing for them to do. Number two, all right, when your teaching strategy is not cohesive. That's number three. If there is no cohesion in what you are teaching, so you are teaching simultaneous equation, then you pass here, you pass there, then the students are confused, like, Mr. Alex, what are you doing? Alex, man, you're confusing me, man. I don't get it. I'm confused. I'm lost. And once they say they are lost, that's it. That means they've disengaged from interacting with you. And once they've disengaged, irrespective of how, you've lost them. Yep. Once they have disengaged from the teaching and learning process, you've lost them. Either they will distract your class or they will just put their head on the table and go to sleep. You understand? When a student constantly tells, Mr. Say, come on, man, I don't get it. So why do we have to learn digestive system, blah, blah, blah? And there are some also that will deliberately distract your class. Take note of that. Because they are not focused. You couldn't grip their attention from the beginning of the class. Some will join along the way. Some may not start with you. If I say may not start with you, as a professional teacher, you should know. Sometimes when you start a class, their mind is not with you. They are either playing on their phone or they are talking to somebody or something is happening. But after some few minutes, they could tune in and they log in and that's it. That is how some of them learn. So once you know how each and every one of these your students behave, that is why in American classroom, you don't have more than enough. You have a sizable class, sometimes 20, 25 maximum. Yeah, that's what I've seen in America so far for me. I don't know about other teachers. Yeah, the maximum I've engaged with is 25. That's the maximum. Even that, they took some of them out after the first month of the semester. So I ended up with 20, 21 that way. Yes. Anything beyond 25, you see every teacher trying to complain. So we asked for the class to be what? Some of them to be taken out to other classes. Japheth, good morning to you. Hey, how is everyone from Missouri engaging with me this morning? Why did they ring a bell for you there? Yeah, Japheth. Thank you. I'm also proud of you. I've seen your Teacher of the Month award and stuff. I'm also proud of you. Those of you coming, you are doing so well. Japheth was also on this platform. At the point he got frustrated. He didn't want to come again. But hey, here he is teaching in America and enjoying money and enjoying the system. So Japheth, you have to come and tell us what has been the journey so far. How has it been going for you? How is it going? Which strategies are you using in your classroom to keep your students engaged? You can share it. Ima, you can share it. Mr. Say, you can also share it. Which strategies are you using in your classroom currently to keep your student engaged, so that those who are watching and who are getting ready to come may also learn. All right, they may also learn. Okay, which strategies are you using to keep your students engaged? It is very, very important we all learn that. Okay, it's very, very important we all learn that. So let us help one another by sharing the strategies that we use to keep our students engaged. Because if they are not engaged, they will disengage. So another thing is, the person said, I told them I use technology to engage them. All right, I use technology to engage them. Then they asked him, what kind of technologies do you use to engage students that are disengaged? He said, well, I use Kahoot. And the person is in Ghana. He hasn't even seen Kahoot before. He hasn't even seen all those apps before, but he said he used them. And they're like, oh, wow, really? You use it in Ghana? I said, yeah. He said, the school I'm teaching, we have all access to these things. I said, okay, continue lying. When you come, your real size will show. Some of you are lying through your teeth to get a job, but when you come, what you do to keep the job, you are crying. Japheth says chips and cookies also work the magic. Japheth, you are crazy. Listen. What Japheth is saying, it is the backdoor strategy. This is not a professional strategy. I'm talking about professional strategies, Japheth. These are not professional strategies. These are what? Backdoor strategies that you have to use as a teacher sometimes. Yes. Having cookies, having candies in your class helps. Because some of these kids, some of them come to your class hungry. So giving them some chips, something to keep them, they're like, oh, you are the best teacher in the world. Okay, let's do this, let's go, let's engage. Then they will listen to you, But those ones are not the professional way. If they come to your class to observe you and you are using cookies and chips to definitely you are mad to engage your students, they will question you, because some students may react to some of the things. So some of them have all these allergies. They have peanut allergy and they have all this. So you must be careful using the cookies and chips. All right. Yeah. So this teacher said he uses technology as well to engage them. What kind of tech will you use to engage your students? That is what we are talking about, Japheth. Mr. Say, share some of your professional strategies with us. All right. Share some of your professional strategies with us, so that those who are yet to come will be learning. And I believe one of the interview questions they will be asking everybody, which is a normal way, and which they have retuned and they can ask you in so many different ways, is tell us about yourself, which we have talked about on this platform several times. We've talked about it several times. So I don't think anyone should be lost on that question. Tell us about yourself. It's about blowing your own horn. It is about who you are. What are your qualifications? What do you do? How do you do it? How long you've been doing it? At which level have you been doing it? So if you're a math teacher, you tell them the level you have been teaching, how long you've been teaching, the certificates or whatever qualifications you have, and how you do it best. How will your student describe you? How will you describe yourself? That is what they are asking you. I'm a fair but firm teacher. I make sure that I am a fair but firm teacher. I make sure that I am always on top of my game. When I get to my class, my students are always engaged, blah, blah, blah. I don't encourage this and this in my class. Those are the things. And this answer must be what? Less than 1 minute. Maximum 1 minute. You should be able to tell us about yourself in less than 1 minute. Or 1 minute. So you must practice it. If you are yet to have your interview, practice these things and make sure that you are perfecting it. All right? King Saforo, good morning to you. Good morning. Thank God it's Friday. Ericus Paparazzi. Ericus, please, I know you are driving, but if you're not driving, please, can you tell us what strategies you use currently in your classroom to engage your students? If you can tell us, if you can share a few tidbits with us, it will be very good. Just one, maybe just one strategy that you use to engage your students. All right? That would be very, very wonderful. Yeah, it's a Friday. It's a Friday. Good morning. Good morning. You are the boss, oh, Ericus. Yeah. Those of you who have been watching the, how do we call it? The hot seats. Mr. Oye's video is one of the videos a lot of people engage with in order to get ready for their principal interviews. All right? In order to get ready for their principal interviews. I mean, in that interview, he laid out a lot of good points and good strategies that all of us can use. Okay? So, if you have not watched that interview yet, please make sure you get it and watch it. Go to my YouTube page. You should see the hot seat videos there, and it should be able to help you in preparing for your interviews. All right, in preparing for your interviews. It's very, very crucial. All right, guys. Thank you all for engaging. I will be getting off in a few minutes. And unless somebody has any question or anything, you can ask in the comment section. I will definitely look at it again and I will answer it as and when we get a chance. All right. But guys, you can share some of your strategies with us. All right. Before we leave, Mr. Oye says, I incorporate real world scenarios to link concepts being taught. That is very crucial. Because if these students are not able to connect with what you are teaching, you disengage from them. I mean, they will disengage from you. You lost them. You understand? If they cannot connect what you are teaching to their real life, applying it in their real sense, they will ask you, Mr. Oh, what are we going to do with this? What are we going to do with this? You know, that's what they will keep asking you. What are we going to do with this? What are we going to do with this? Osmosis. What is it going to do with osmosis? But if you can link it to the real world and you can tell them where they can use osmosis or where it is being used currently or how it is being applied, then you are on top of them. Then they can understand and see the importance of that particular concept. All right? Alex says, Mr. Oye's interview saved and downloaded, watching every day. Yeah, Alex. That is a good one. That is a good one. Those of you who are serious, I know you will download and you watch and over and use some of the other platforms to also engage and seek some of the answers you are looking for. It is very important. All right. So guys, I'm getting off and I will definitely engage with you again. This weekend, make time. Let's have a conversation. All right. I'll be on Mr. Danny Legend's platform, sharing some few things and having a conversation. It's going to be a good conversation. Please make time and let's do that tomorrow morning. It's very, very important. Tomorrow it is very, very, I don't know what time it will be in your place, but it's very, very important that we do that. I'll share the flyer again on my platform, and those of you who missed it will see it. All right, guys. Love you all. Thank you so much for engaging. Have a blessed weekend, and let's meet another time. Bye-bye.